Here is Light Crude again. We have a lot of new people that come in all the time, so I always like to give just a little primer as we get started. And we're looking at cycle analysis. On the bottom are cycle brackets. I know that people that are subscribers to our cycle analysis workshop and have done this work for a long time may find this redundant. We have in here what are dominant cycles and minor cycles within the harmonic families. And we look at the cycle analysis, momentum analysis, and swing high, swing low, support, resistance, and projection analysis to give you some of the evidence as we do this multiple time frame analysis. All right, so let's get into the light crude market. We'll expand this chart in here, and essentially what I want you to see is that this minor cycle and this dominant cycle were rising in here. And when it went into a correction right over here and the Russians lined up on the border, the stock market, the oil market and energy should have pulled back in here, but they didn't. And the momentum, as you could see here on the reversal scout, stayed positive through this period and then got into here where the bottoming should have been, and it exploded to the upside. Then it corrected, and this low area shifted slightly out to the right here. Now, because of all of this news influence right in here, we don't really move these cycles around much. It just looks like this came in a little bit late. You see these two verticals right in here are telling you about where the bottoming range should have been time-wise, but it was about a week or two later where that bottom came. So now the upside correction came and actually disappeared when you look at that, and this is really at risk of breaking down and at some point, getting into where it's going to get into this correction right over here. It needs to move away and not get underneath that low at around $97, and you can see how close it is. And here you could see that the negative momentum has just clicked in, and that is another warning. So it's going to be very difficult for oil to make a higher move that can hold in here based on this analysis on the intermediate patterns. So when I look here at the daily pattern, and there's a lot of this triangular correction stuff going on in crude oil and the products, this momentum, which you saw, was extremely positive. And anytime the slim ribbon PO is green, that tells you that the slim ribbon is in a positive configuration. For those of you that don't have the slim ribbon, that's a free indicator. That's this one right up in here, and you can download it from our website. It's also and then upload it to Thinkorswim, or it's also available on TradingView and on Wealth 365 charts. So this is a free indicator, and we really encourage people to use this. But the slim ribbon PO is only available to our level 4 with proprietary scripting in there. And this gives you a sense for not only when the slim ribbon is positive, but when it gives you resumption signals. And here, in this case, resumption on the upside, and you could see the value of that was clear. And then you could see that you began to get into a period where momentum was not able to maintain itself in a positive way. It's gone from positive to neutral to positive to neutral, as it now the slim ribbon begins to lay on top of itself. And when you get that, it's telling you the market can't establish momentum. And it's in this range right now, which is 116 down there, right now about 97 right over here. The cycle low right there is at around 92. So if it breaks that 97 level on the intermediate chart, then this reading right over here is closer to 93 on the intermediate. So that's what would give you a breakdown. I actually gave you a bad number before. I knew that looked weird. So this is about 93.5 on the rolled contract over here. On the daily, this is around 92. Those are support numbers that it has to get under to actually turn negative. So right now, momentum is not able to establish itself in either direction, really. It has not turned negative. It could do that if it starts to sell off. And basically, as you can see, our projection in here in the short term is correction out over here. This is about a week and a half or 2 weeks, and then try to move back to the upside. But again, we're only projecting up into this area where that resistance was about 116. And we do that. Well, when we do our analysis on the daily chart, we look at where the resistances are in the weekly, and a lot of times we bring those over on here. And I will do that when we get a sense of the anchor point here on the daily. So light crude range bound is basically what it looks like. It's under 93 or 92 for the breakdown area. In the meantime, we'll just look for a choppy situation that really cannot establish any real momentum. This is an important announcement. The Ask Slim Cycle Analysis Workshop Special. We only do this for about 2 weeks, and we do it every 6-7 months. So if you've been waiting for the special on our cycle analysis workshop, this is the time. This is my method of analysis that you can learn. I developed it over 47 years. This workshop took a couple of years to write and over 6 months to produce. It was a massive undertaking. 21 video modules, plus connected to it are many of our tools for text videos as they apply to each of these modules. You will never look at charts the same as before, just because you will learn a whole new way to project in both price and time and really understand the language of the markets in a whole different way. And on top of that, on May 10th, we're going to have a live event for workshop members. So you'll be able to ask your questions. You'll have plenty of time to review the workshop. There's hours and hours, and many people that have taken this have watched it 3 times through. So you will be quite busy learning from this, and so many things that you will learn that will make so much sense to you. Go to AskSlim.com to workshops for info, and also there's a front page link where you can request. You click on that and then let Matt know that you want the special discounted link. And Matt also has a demo reel with a lot of clips from the video, and you can ask him for that also. This is a special $400 discount for 2 weeks only. And if you're a premium member, any level, or you join right now and become a premium level, you'll get an extra $100 off. That's only $797 for this massive, informative workshop. I'm telling you, you would pay thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars for something similar. Of course, nobody could create anything similar to this because we're the experts here in cycle analysis. For that link, please write to Matt at AskSlim.com. He will then give you that information, or go to the top of the front page and click on that link that they put up there, and you'll be able to make that request. Cycle Analysis Workshop Special, only 2 weeks at this amazing price. Please do sign up now.